I'm a day late getting this up, even though I had some of this stuff available yesterday. Here's objectives for weeks 1 and 2, the delivering value with IT. We talked about that last week, so I won't overburden you with it now. And we're moving into a new section for weeks 2 and 3, which we're starting with one chapter today. And it's IT governance. Explain the business case for shared service organizations, explore how IT is managed, and understand the importance of data management in modern organizations. So how do we govern and run IT is what we'll start talking about today. And we're just going to talk about the first one this week. So the chapters you want to read are 5, 6, and 7. So communicating with business managers, building better IT leaders from the bottom up. And these two, you'll see in the video lectures that I put up that, boy, if you take the words IT out, it really can apply to any aspect, any organization that you're trying to communicate from within, and any organization you're trying to be a leader in. Shared services is really empowered by enterprise resource planning systems like SAP and Oracle specifically. So I have video lectures. You're going to get tired of hearing me video lecture by the time this is over. And as I've mentioned before, they serve two purposes. One, to convey the ideas in the various chapters that we're covering. And two, if you or anyone you know can't sleep, have them watch the video, and it will help. It will cure insomnia. Then I have some other readings. Process improvement and system implementation. Because we're talking about SAP implementations, and that's kind of what the or Oracle implementation or any ERP implementation, there's a complexity involved in it. Now these are old videos. I mean, you can tell by the kind of PCs they have in here. But it really gives you a historic sense of what the world may have been like before ERP systems and what it's like afterwards. So this is Western Union's new agent, old process, new agent, new process, and how they implemented all those. Are two fun videos to watch. And it will explain and will help give you some background for the discussion that we're having this week. Understanding the complexity of ERP implementations. And these are a reading that you can look at that I think that talks about what they're trying to do. It's not bad, and it will help you also for this week's discussions. Do you have to read it all? It's it's actually a book. Maybe the first chapter or two, thumb through it. Perhaps might be the best thing I could say to do it. In other words, it's a peruse. If it grips you, go for it. Read more. If it doesn't, thumb through the first chapter or two. I think that's sufficient. Shared service organization, which we're not really talking about yet, but this is a wonderful PwC pamphlet on it. It's very, very well done. And it's not short, but it gives a good comprehensive coverage of what it is. Of course, they're trying to sell PwC services by providing this, because you can't read this and just, I think, do it yourself. You're probably going to still need some help. But you might look at all these, the abbreviations give you an idea of the kind of areas they're talking about, where you can apply shared services to. So this is a tremendous benefit of ERP systems. And I've covered a little bit of it in a lecture, but this booklet will really give you a great background in it. If you're if you're not tired of watching video lectures of me, or we want to discuss this on a live synchronous session of this class, I am more than happy to do that because I think there's a lot of potential. I mean, the promise of shared services is almost unlimited. Then I have what is voice over IP protocol. I left this from the previous version of the class. They had some nice videos, so I left them up as optional. Your choice. So discussion 2, process improvement and system implementation. So read the process improvement and system implementation piece in the required readings. React to the reading in the general sense. Does the process steps make sense at a macro level? Would you make any changes? Provide an example that you have personally experienced in terms of a business process that was automated. What were the issues and how were they managed? What could have and should have been done differently? Was the post-go live support adequate? If you do not have this experience, find an example online. It may be easier to find failures in gap analysis or change management than successes, and then answer the questions for that example if you can. You should post your first one by Thursday or Friday, so that gives you time by the Sunday to comment on at least 2 other students. So, process improvement and system implementation. So I've written a lot of stuff, not a lot of stuff, but I've provided some readings beyond just the video, and which tells me the kind of steps that are involved here. Now, if you don't understand everything, give me a call and we can talk about any of these. And because it really has a lot to do with how systems are implemented. Okay. This is the least exciting video I've presented to you so far. Not that any of them were any exciting. Very exciting. All right, the week 2 mini case. The reading is here if you need to read it. And I photocopied it much better than I did last time, as you can see. I guess I underlined, when I read it, I also underlined certain parts of it. I don't know when you read other people's underlines if it is important stuff or not. I'll let you decide that. But it's a good little mini case again. I'll grade the first one hopefully tomorrow so that then you have an idea of what I'm looking for. And usually in the first grading of the first mini case, you'll see that my expectations are probably higher than what you turned in, even though I'm totally open to being surprised in that regard. All right, what else do we have here? That's it. So next week we have another 4 chapters, which we'll cover, and we can talk. We'll finish learn the objectives for weeks 2 and 3. So there's another 4 chapters there. And then I asked a question here. I redesigned this course a couple years ago. This is the second time I'm actually teaching. It's not offered all that often. Do you like the book? Is it relatively straightforward? Well, if you don't have the book, which is okay, do you like the lectures? Is it relatively straightforward? Are you getting something out of it? The discussion in mini case each week, that might be a little bit too much. For certainly the first 2 weeks I'll do it, but based on week 1, was the workload too light, just right, or too heavy? And are you learning anything? That's the most important part. If no, where are we missing the boat? And if yes, provide a little background. I created something else today, or just now, and this is a shared service basically in Microsoft Teams, I created a team for our course. So if you go to the team section of this, and you go to our course, same icon as on Canvas, and click on it, you go here. We can share files, We can text each other. More importantly, it's like Zoom, and we can have video conferences, which I would like to do. And I'm thinking about Wednesday evening, maybe 7 o'clock Central Time, if that works for you. And I know Lucas is in Sweden, so that could be like, midnight or something for you, Lucas? And I apologize for that. So we could do Saturday mornings at like 8:30 or Sunday mornings at 8:30, and I'll put a poll maybe in this week to say can you do that, or maybe I'll even put it here. Your first assignment, it's non-graded, of course, will be to respond here. What's better for you to meet? So if I put a text in here, you should all get it. Now, hello class, this is our course page for MS Teams. It comes as part of MS 365, which you get as a North Park student with the whole suite. And you can download the basic MS suite to any computer that you have. I think you can download it to 5 different computers. And there are apps for this. You can use this on the online version, or if you want to download an app and just register with your North Park ID, it will come up. So I have it on my laptops, and I have it on my phone. So you can text me here. And here's what I'm going to, let's use this as a vehicle for a face-to-face video discussion meeting. Which do you prefer? Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time. That's Chicago time. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. I assume enough of you work that probably during the day is not a good option. So I'm picking evenings. And then on the weekends, Saturday mornings at, let's say 8:30 a.m. CDT. And, oops, sorry about that. Sunday morning, 8:30. I don't know if I want to do Sunday morning, but the days are all the same in this COVID time frame, CDT. So let me know which you prefer. And this will give you, if you're not already on MS Teams, the ability to get on and respond here. I think I will set up a meeting for tomorrow evening for whoever can show up. And it should show up on your calendar in Outlook, and it should show up on your calendar, and which is synced, because they're all Microsoft products here. So I will do that as soon as I finish sign off for this video. So that's it for this course this week. Reach out, and I apologize I was not so active last week. I'm on the the team that's trying to figure out how to open up North Park in the fall. To what degree will be face-to-face, and what degree will be hybrid and online. And I'm centrally involved in that. So it took up a little bit of too much time last week, but I think moving forward, you should have more of my attention, especially if we can get one of these days where everybody is required to attend the synchronous session. I only want to make it for an hour, but I want to see what's on your minds, what we can talk about. I also want to talk with each of you individually, if I can, about, and we can do it in a group discussion, what personal work objectives you have that are IT related that maybe we can enhance. I've already done something like that with Alicia Dodge, and it could be like kind of a quad long project, if you will. All right, so I've rambled long enough. I'll talk to you guys again soon, and hopefully see your smiling faces online. All the best.